Finally, let's begin wrapping things up with a new EP from Dungeon Wolf entitled Barbed Wire Tattoo. Longtime followers of the Metal Meltdown may remember that we previously talked about Dungeon Wolf back in 2021 when they dropped their sophomore album, Metal's Back, which I called one of the worst metal albums of 2021 and also quite possibly the worst, if not one of the worst, heavy metal records ever made. In response, Dungeon Wolf posted the following, and I quote directly, "Dear Mr. Metal Meltdown, it seems you have an affliction called poseritis. This occurs when a poser tries to review music which is intellectually beyond his grasp. Dungeon Wolf is moving forward with a new singer and guitarist and looking to record the best album off 2022 as well. Hopefully, you'll have matured as an individual by then and will have the intellectual capacity to appreciate high art. Hashtag get some." This comment is especially hilarious over a year later because Barbed Wire Tattoo was released on January 1st, 2023. Dungeon Wolf did not release anything in 2022, and in fact, to my immediate knowledge, did not get a brand new singer or guitarist because this EP features the previous singer and guitarist, Derek Helgem, I believe his name is. The same Derek that, may I add, very tragically passed away from a heroin overdose, which makes the inclusion of a song called Heroin Overdose on this EP especially tacky and disgusting. The fact that Dungeon Wolf would try to give me a lecture on maturity whilst leaving this absolute boomer bitch fest of a comment is in and of itself pretty funny, pretty ironic. But the fact that they would do this and then a year later drop a song called Heroin Overdose featuring a singer who died from a heroin overdose, I mean, it just reeks of obscene immaturity. Like, can you imagine if after Freddie Mercury died, Queen released a song called "Holy Shit, I Love Dying of AIDS. Dying of AIDS is Fun"? Can you imagine if after Kurt Cobain died, Nirvana released a song called "I Hope Everyone Shoots Themselves in the Fucking Head Tonight"? Like, this isn't just the pot calling the kettle black. This is the pot calling the kettle the fucking N-word, and then proceeding to give it a lecture on maturity. Like, Dungeon Wolf, do you really not see how this could possibly be in bad taste? Do you really not see how this could have been perceived as being immature, tacky, gross? Do you not realize that not releasing a song called Heroin Overdose would have cost you absolutely nothing and nobody would have questioned it because nobody would have known anything about it? Are you really just that stupid? Like, 0 out of 5, right off the bat. I legit don't feel bad talking about this record and talking about the final performances of Derek Helgem, because as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing I can say that would be more disrespectful than the inclusion of Heroin Overdose on this EP. Or the fact that the album cover is literally just a selfie that Derek took, but they've edited out the cell phone for a skull. Jesus fucking Christ. Y'all have the gall to lecture me on maturity, and you do this. Eat a bag of rancid dicks. Also, your music still fucking sucks. I mean, it's sloppy, it's poorly put together, it's poorly fucking produced. You can tell me that it's unique and that it's high art if that makes you feel better. It's not. It's just bad. It sounds like a bunch of dads jamming in a basement for the first time in 15 fucking years. There are literally middle school marching bands performing with more precision and heart and talent. There is literally a child buying a guitar for the first time ever in a Walmart, and he is going to play those fucking major scales with more sincerity and more skill than any one moment of Barbed Wire Tattoo. If Metal's Back is the worst heavy metal album ever, then Barbed Wire Tattoo is one of the worst heavy metal EPs ever. Congratulations, Dungeon Wolf. And that is it for the Metal Meltdown. Wow, we ended on a pretty fiery note there. Those are all the